What's up guys, it's Number coming at you with another episode of But Does It Spin? And today we got this baby and this baby. They are the gun launcher spinner things. I realized that they do have a name outside. Here in Brazil they're just called, I think, yeah, it's just called Top Launcher. And GSA Spin, but I did see some of these on the German Amazon and stuff like that, and they did have a specific name, but I just don't remember what it is now at the top of my head. But yeah, they are guns, and they do have a top that you put on top, and you rev it up with this, and then you shoot to launch. There are 4 colors. I picked up these 2, blue and white. They were on sale on a toy store nearby, so I did pick them up for quite cheap. Outside, they're normally already cheap already. I think these are not too resistant. I think these tops are supposed to resemble the top plate from Korea. They eventually did a gun launcher thing as well. There was a Chinese version as well, so I think that's what it's supposed to look like. If they're not the same, I don't know the specifics, but yeah, you put the top on top of the gun and then you rev it up and then you shoot. It apparently does have several tips. I don't know if it comes with all 5 or if you have to get every single one to have all the tips. I don't know how it works. That said, you can open it up to change the tip. So that's interesting, that you can customize something like this. So it's not too cheap, I guess. It's not like too too crappy toy line. I think it's actually had some thought into it. The red one is the one that looks the most different apparently, because it does have the finger guard compared to the other 3 that don't. That said, it does look the cheapest looking one out of the 3, kind of. So we'll see. We do have these 2 for now. We'll pick those up at some later time. But yeah, let's check them out. Let's open this up and see what these are all about. So here we are with the components of both boxes. The guns are what make it special, I think, and they are a lot bigger than I originally thought. I don't have too big of an adult hand, but it's not a small adult hand either. It's a normal size, and you know, the grip is decent on me. You know, I expected it to be small, like more for kids, but you know, this fits pretty well. You know, I don't feel this uncomfortable. This feels pretty good, even for my hand. This is where you put the top, and this is how you rev it, which doesn't activate if you don't have the top on it. This is the trigger, which, you know, it's a little clunky, but it's okay. The quality doesn't feel too bad actually. This is I did look into it, and this is from the Korean anime Top Gun Spinner, and which is like the 2nd generation of top plate spinners. This is the gun for the white one. The blue one, I forgot to say, the name of the blue one is called Sky Warrior, and the white one is Impulse Fighter. It is pretty much the same thing. The grip on the white one is slightly smaller. It feels like it's a slightly smaller. Trigger feels exactly the same, but the gun length and everything is the same, just the aesthetics look different. And here are the tops. This is Sky Warrior, and this is Impulse Fighter. I saw some videos of other people of these coming with different tips on them. And they did come with 2 extra tips on mine as well. One is I don't know if you can see it. Oop. it's focusing on the guns behind, so I'm gonna try to it's not focusing very well, is it? I think it's because of everything that's on the screen. Yeah, it's not focusing very well, but it is. One is like a cut version and the other is like a semi-flat. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it there. I don't know. I don't think I would ever change the tips. This one came as a red star-shaped one, and this is just like a round yellow one. They're all plastic. None of them are rubber. The tops themselves, they are very similar to the first generation of top plate, which I think they just took out the part where you used to put the ripcord into the top. So back then you used to have like tweezers for launchers. You didn't need the tweezers though. You could just hold at the bottom, put the ripcord, and then you pull it, and then it'd be spinning freely because it is a free spin down here, and then you let go. Now these look very similar, but these are just to put on the guns. Oh, I forgot also, they do come with these tools to open up this part to put the other tips on. That came with it. And yeah, let's put them on to each of their gun. It does slide in pretty nicely. It's not too clunky. I did see like pirated versions of this as well, and those, they were a lot more clunky. They weren't very sturdy, and sometimes the top wouldn't stay on top, but both of these stay on no problem. And you rev it like that. Rev it, and then you shoot. That said, these are a lot louder than I expected. But yeah, let's test them out. Let's have them battle one another to see if we like them or not. Here we go. Here we are with our Speedstorm arena. I brought the Speedstorm arena because this does have a higher wall. Some of the other arenas that I tried, the top would simply bounce off and go, especially because you have to shoot it, and then I don't know if you saw, but like it was like a little lever in here that if you press it, it shoots it out. So I do have to shoot it from a certain distance after revving it up, and sometimes it will bounce off of the arena. So that's why I chose this one, because it's deeper, has taller walls. And let's go. Disclaimer, this does get pretty loud, so maybe put your sound down a little bit. When I edit this, I will try to mess with that so that I don't blow out your ears. But yeah. Also, since they're both revving, I can only do it one at a time because I'm one person. So my guess is the one we launch second will be the one to win. So let's go and try it. Yeah, like I said, that's the loudest thing I have ever heard in my freaking life. I think the sound is from, I don't even know. I think it's just these parts scraping against each other, rattling also. I don't know if you can see, but it does rattle quite a bit. So I think it's all that moving and rattling and scraping that is making all that noise. I'm afraid the neighbors will get super mad at me, but that said, it is pretty fun. Let's try once more. Yeah, they're really fast. They do hit each other really hard, uh, but they're so loud. They are so loud. Jesus Christ, they're loud. That said, I think this would be fun to play with friends, just not somewhere public, I guess, and just don't play with them too late at night, or else your neighbors will get pretty mad. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this. I think, despite it being rattly, that's the only thing I have an issue with. I wish wouldn't rattle so much. I wish it was more sturdy. I think that would keep the sound lower as well if it didn't rattle so much. But yeah, that's only my only gripe with it. It's pretty fun. It's, despite it being rattly, it does feel like a sturdy spin top when they fight. They do hit each other pretty hard. They do spin really fast, and the guns themselves also, it doesn't feel flimsy. It does feel pretty sturdy, like a quality item. So maybe they won't be fun for too long. I definitely still prefer Beyblades, but for what they are, I think they're pretty neat and kind of cool. So yeah, that's what I had to show, and that's what I had to say. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like and subscribe. And we are bringing more spinning top content and Beyblades to this channel and this series. So stay tuned. Until then, stay nerdy, guys.